Merry Christmas, Stacy and Debbie. May God bless and keep you all. I am not sure if I'll be able to. I don't know when is your dad's funeral, but I know I had promised that I wanted to give like a speech on his behalf. I mean, I really loved your father. He was an amazing person. And even when he was in the hospital, he was just like smart person. I thought he was like telling me like what to do, because I remember he was on the bed and he was like trying to like interfere with the thing on his finger for his blood pressure, I think it was, and he continued like with his fingers like pulling it, and of course the nurse was getting like a bit like irritated, and I told her, just put like the babies, put gloves on the babies. So I told her just put the gloves on it so he would not he continued like irritating with his fingers, irritating, pulling off the thing. And it worked. He stopped when he put the gloves on his hand. It stopped him from like pulling at the finger. Because I remember he put the gloves on the baby's hand so they wouldn't like scratch their face and stuff. So when he put the gloves on his hand, he stopped like playing with the finger, with his other finger. So I'm like, it's just like smart man. Even when he was in bed and he could not like say anything, he was like telling me like what to do. Our next thing too is the thing that you eat on the table that you eat in the hospital. When it was time to like wash him up like a bed, I had put it on that, and the nurse was like, "Oh, she never like thought of that. The same thing that you used to like eat, that him to eat on the table, you can like also use it like the rest is like the stuff to give him like a bath." And she's like, "Oh, I never thought of that." And I was like, even Jack is in bed, he's not saying it, but he's like, do this, do that. Such a smart man. Even in a bed without saying a word. It's like, I was really getting close to him, looking forward for him, looking forward to have him come back to the house. That's why I made up his bed like neat and nice when he come back. But that did not happen. But he was a wonderful person. Wonderful. A wonderful, wonderful guy. The next time he cracked me up too is he loved the Frank Sinatra. And he was playing his Frank Sinatra. And I find myself like singing. And I'm all into it, like singing. And I looked at him. And he's looking at me like I did something wrong. So I'm like, okay, what did I do? But I continued singing, and then he get up, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry, he heard worse." I'm like, "Oh my God, this guy is so funny." I just started cracking up. Don't worry, he heard worse. Like, okay, I know I'm a horrible singer, but don't worry, he heard worse. And he was so calm and cool about it. Just like get up and just like, don't worry, I heard worse. Okay. But I continued singing. Yeah, he was a very nice person. He even like told me to be careful, like, who I talk about God with and all those things. So it's like a father. And I loved him, and I will miss him and do miss him. Yeah, that's just like my work, my workshop. I have my job. As you guys know, my job passed away. And I don't know if you guys still have the picture with the both of them in the golf cart going to feed the ducks. That was a nice picture. I don't know if I have it still. I have to look and see, but two jacks. They both like each other also. Yeah. But your father was a wonderful person, and I'll always remember him. Always very smart, very smart. And he was my first favorite client, and he will forever be my favorite client. Thank you.